Easter Sunday, April the 17th, 2022. 11 o'clock in the morning, probably 60, mid-60s. It's warmed up considerably. Howell Mill Road. It's I-75. We're going to turn left. We're going to get I-75 just because we'll have I-75 on Easter morning 2022. Whether it will ever get edited and uploaded to YouTube, I have no idea. A lot of the videos I take never get online. They just sit in the dark in a file. Wait for somebody to go through all of this stuff. It's gigs and gigs and gigs of video, which will probably never happen. Anyway, 75 north at Howell Mill. We're going to match the speed. Or say we are, maybe hard to do. Road, exit 261, 9 miles, 79 minutes. We've got to go to Ackworth, Georgia Highway 92. Coming up on Moore's Mill, 1 mile. I'm going to head out in this van. I think I'll fix the air conditioner, I'm not sure. Or either buy a RV air conditioner and mount it on top. And if it breaks down, I will just rent a U-Haul one way, load all my stuff in it, get it back to Athens, and then deal with the van. Whether I scrap it out, put an engine in it, or whatever it needs. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to get in and go. And whatever happens, happens. We'll deal with it. Well, I say we're going to light out in the van. If we find a four-wheel drive truck that I can put a camper shell in, or a mini RV, a small guess that's probably a little bit early. That's probably something they do after lunch in the afternoons. That's what I recall with the kids. Okay, we're going to stop this video and start another one. Start 285 north. Okay, we're on 75 north. We're moving over a lane. We've just come under 285. We are now OTP, outside the perimeter. We've been getting video of Atlanta. I think some pretty good video. We got video of a train. I handheld the camera. I hope it's a good video. It's a fairly long train. That video will be with the new S20, not the Ultra, but the S20 that I replaced the S6 with, or S22 I mean. Yeah, as soon as I buy the blooming things, then you hear all kind of bad stuff about the S22. I think it's more to do with gaming, and if you get into that processor heavy, it gets overheated and slows down. As long as the phone and the camera work good for me, I'll be fine. I don't do any gaming or any heavy stuff. I do any photo editing on the computer. I just take video and photos and download them. With the GoPro Black 10. We changed the battery right before we got on 75, so no, we didn't either. Because I looked at it and it had 25% left, so yeah, when it cuts off, we'll have to change it out. I doubt it'll get us all the way to Ackworth. This will be the second I-75 video. We'll have one from Howell to 285, and then this one will be from 285 to... We may get off and change the battery, maybe at, I don't know. I don't want to get off at Barrett, maybe Chastain. If the battery lasts to Chastain. Sunday traffic hadn't been bad at all yet. South loop here, then we'll cross over 120 and then cross over the north loop, north 120 loop. This is the south loop. We'll cross over the north loop. There's no exit at 120, but there's an exit at the north loop and the south loop. And of course, everybody knows the Big Chicken is on the corner of 120 and 41. I have video of the Big Chicken. I want to get around that truck. Can't see through it. Don't care how fast I'm going, I want to be able to see what's in front of me, what's in front of us. 2,500 miles on it. So far, it hadn't given me any grief at all. Been a very good van. It's really surprised me that this 350 engine in this 2,500 van, I'm sure this is a 4-bolt main engine. It's a heavy-duty motor. So it surprised me that this oil pressure is dropping, and I haven't confirmed it with a manual gauge, but I do believe I've heard the rod bearings rattling. But I'm using that thinner oil. Yeah, my 95 Jeep. Got that old Chrysler 318 in it, 5.2. It's got 390-something thousand miles on it, and it still holds 60 pounds of oil pressure going down the road. 40 at idle. And both of these things, I've always used synthetic oil in them.